Potent Pondering back with another video. Come in, thumbs up this video, subscribe, and all that, yo. Hope y'all all doing well this Monday evening. You know, I wanted to come and do an upload. Listen, subscribe to the channel, thumbs up the video, support the channel. The Cash App is in the description. First thing first, let's get into this first. So Cardi B, you know, I came across this TikTok that was posted on Twitter. Now, I don't know the validity of it, if it's 100% fact or not, but I just felt the need to share it with y'all. So they saying that, you know, Atlantic Records, I'm pretty sure y'all know that they all going through the you know, that layoff, and that, you know, they are firing a few people. And then, you know, I seen something online from somebody associated with Cardi B, and they try to say like, oh, every organization goes through this. Yeah, but they go through it for different reasons. Now it's being rumored that Atlantic Records, they have a new chief in town, and that he doesn't like what's been going on. You know, I think that it's related to Cardi B, because I don't care what nobody says. Like, I felt like people do like Cardi B, but I feel like they don't step up in the numbers like that. So listen, I want to read this to you, and then I'm gonna play the girl from TikTok who read it. This white girl, tell me why she calling Cardi B Nip Tuck. You know, this is crazy. So anyway, she said, so this is allegedly a memo that went around at Atlantic Records. So rapper Nip Tuck, Cardi B, told her fans that she speaks to the bosses at her label, Atlantic Records. Did they forget to tell her that they were losing their jobs? The new boss, Robert, I don't know how to, Kensel, CEO of Warner Music Group, was disgusted when he saw how prevalent the use of bots were at the company. So he cleaned house because trickery and fake news were a part of the company's culture, right? Trickery and fake news was a part of the company's culture. That came with everything, even dating back to the Little Kim days. And listen to what they about to say in this little blurb, and how it makes actual sense. And I'm going to relate that at the end. Trickery and fake news is a part of the company's culture. The internal memo was leaked online yesterday. He wants artists with real fans, not bots. All right. Streaming does not make the kind of money a company that big needs to keep the lights on. Nip Tuck will find out who her new superior is on Monday. Her budget will be reduced if she can't convince them that her fans will actually buy her music moving forward. Cardi B, Atlantic Records, Robert Kensel, or whatever his name is, right? So yeah, what I told y'all before about all of this, listen, anything done in the dark, it will come to the light. Any and everything done in the dark, it will come to light. And I try to tell you how all of these, you know, putting money into people, are making them seem more than pretentious, making them seem more than it's only gonna hurt the business on the back end. It hurt Shakira. You see poor Shakira after that $75 million lawsuit. She just knew Pinteria was gonna be the Tusa, go around the world, make blusa, and then she seen it ain't do some. It ain't do nothing. It ain't do nothing at all. So listen, it ruins businesses. It really does. So I want you to listen to this girl who said it.
Is at Atlantic Records and got a new boss at Warner who is disgusted by her alleged use of bots and will be cutting her budget dramatically. Nip Tuck, aka
Nick, so she's just reading what I read. I don't know why this is happening when I'm outside. Hold on a second.
Is at Atlantic Records and got a new boss at Warner who is disgusted by her alleged use of bots and will be cutting her budget dramatically. Nip Tuck, aka Cardi B, told her fans that she speaks to the bosses at her label, Atlantic Records. Did they forget to tell her they were losing their jobs? The new boss, Robert Kinkle, CEO of Warner Music Group, was disgusted when he saw how prevalent the use of bots were at the company, so cleaned house because trickery and fake news was a part of the company's culture. The internal memo was leaked online yesterday. He wants artists with real fans, not bots. Streaming doesn't make the kind of money a company that big needs to keep the lights on. Nip Tuck will find out who her new superiors are on Monday. Her budget will be reduced if she can't convince them that her fans will actually buy her music moving forward. And again, this is allegedly Cardi B, Atlantic Records, Robert Kinkle, the new CEO of Warner Music Group. And the related headline reads, is Cardi B signed to Atlantic Records? Nicki Minaj mocks mass layoffs at record labels, saying UPS is hiring.
So yeah, so this is a white girl. Who knows what her connections are and all of that? But she called Cardi B Nip Tuck. Nip Tuck. We'll find out who her new superiors are. That shit had me rolling. But listen, real talk. We in the day and age. Remember when we came up in the 90s and the early 2000s? All of our celebrities, it's like they were, you know, they had something real about them. There wasn't no just quick viral internet moment or whatever. They actually worked. A lot of these people, they get hot for a moment, then you waste a whole big budget on. Listen, back in the day, they used to even do one album deals. They used to do single deals. See what you can do. See what you can prove. Listen, they done invested so much into that girl, and I'm telling you, if Cardi is not be able to put up the numbers on her second album, she's gonna be the biggest rise and fall in female rap. The way that I feel, because it's just like you led the people on to believe. See, this is why it's not good to bot it up and to buy fake streams and do all of that, because then when it's time to show and prove, you can't show and prove, show or prove, right? So listen, I just think that that's unfortunate. I don't wish the demise or on anybody. But I want to know what y'all think about that. So, yo, get in the comments. Let me know what you think about all that. Next thing I want to talk about is this whole situation with young Dolph, right? His brother, Big Jook, Yo Gotti, all of that, right? So this whole situation is just really sad to me. The reason why it's sad is because I just feel like, in a way, still, Yo Gotti still got blood on his hands. In my opinion, he still, because listen, I felt like even though they got his brother, because they saying that he put a hit out on young Dolph, even though they got his brother, I just feel like there's still something lingering, because you know things like that devastate families, and you know people who love, you know, the people who are taken out, it devastates them. So I just wanted to bring you up to speed in regards to the you know, the situation with Big Jook, which is young Yo Gotti's brother. So Memphis Police Department, they were continuing to search and see, you know, what was going on, because it seemed like they was running into a cold case in regards to investigating Big Jook's death. And the sad thing about it is he got killed when he was at a repast. So the 47-year-old Mims, brother of Memphis rapper Yo Gotti, was a high-profile figure involved with Gotti's record label CMG, so that's directly related. He offered them boys $100K to take out Dolph and gave them $800. $800. This is crazy. So he's associated with Yo Gotti's record label CMG, home to notable artists like Moneybagg Yo and Glorilla. All right, and others. Mim's death on January 13th became the latest in a series of hip-hop murders over the last 2 years since the slaying of Gotti CMG rival Young Dolph in South Memphis. All right, the ooting took place outside of a restaurant where Mims was attending a repast. So you know when they say it don't matter how long it take to get an op back, he was at a repast and they got him. Following the funeral of a relative, Eric Bovin, a well-known Memphis cocaine kingpin in the 1980s and head of the Bovin family, was a former partner of the aunt, Yo Gotti and Big Jook. According to the Memphis Police Department, an officer in the area of 6385 Winchester Road around 4:15 p.m. on January 13th, when he heard gunshots, the officer went to the location and found two victims with multiple gunshot wounds, both whom were transported to the hospital. Mims was identified as the victim, who was pronounced deceased at the hospital. So that's Yo Gotti's brother. Let me know what you think about that. Do you think that there's still you think it's still something lingering, like, you know, with Yo Gotti? I feel like you're never going to get outside of that. You know, when I was hearing about this earlier and then I was just outside, like, getting my steps in, all I wanted to tell you, I'll wait to the end of the video and I'll give you an update on my step challenge. But it felt so good to be able to walk outside or to be in my car right now, and I don't have no security or whatever. Yeah, money is good. Money is, you know, money changes things for people. But if you promise somebody $100,000, not saying that he should have did and took that man's life, right? But you only got $800. It's just like, freedom is everything to me. I like to be able to be by myself, lingering, walking up and down the street, like, you know, getting my steps in or whatever. It's just unfortunate. So listen, I want to bring y'all up to speed. Like, so this is what happened at the day one of the murder trial for Justin Johnson, charged with the slaying of rapper Young Dolph. So, all right, Memphis, Tennessee. Monday, the jury heard an opening arguments and testimony from the first round of witnesses in the trial. One of the men accused of slaying beloved Memphis rapper Young Dolph. Dolph was shot and ill in Makita's Cookies Airways Boulevard in November 2021. I know y'all remember that during the pandemic. If you've seen the video from online from court, it was so chilling, because when they came in, then the girl behind the register, she had her mask on, and then they didn't show like him being popped in the store. They just showed her walking to the back of the store. It was really sad. So the 24-year-old Justin Johnson, also known as Straight Drop, pleaded not guilty to charges of conspiracy to commit first-degree murder, and convicted felon in possession of a firearm. Cornelius Smith Jr. and Hernandez Govan, both charged with young Dolph's slaying, were originally set to go to trial Monday, but according to defense attorney Luke Evans, both will be testifying against Johnson. Shelby County District Court Attorney Steve Mulroy would only confirm that Smith is cooperating with the state. All right. There's been a lot of work done by our staff at the DA's office and also by law enforcement to bring the people responsible for this tragic killing to justice, said Mulroy. Judge Jennifer Mitchell has ruled that young Dolph's family and certain witnesses, including Smith, can't have their faces shown on camera, one of the safety precautions that they've been taking. The last time I saw my brother was in September, right before Labor Day, testified Erica Thornton, young Dolph's sister, so 2 months before he was slayed. All right. Thornton was the first to take the stand Monday. Deputy District Attorney Paul Hangerman, lead attorney for the prosecution, argued that Dolph's slaying was a result of tension between Dolph's record label Paper Route Empire and rival Memphis label Cocaine Music Group, and the diss track that he wrote about CMG's Big Jook, which Dolph's longtime friend and security manager Rob Blue Hopkins also testified on Monday. So in the rap songs that he calls out CMG and those artists, Deputy Hagerman asked, "Yes, sir," Hopkins told him. Hagerman said that Big Jook, Yo Gotti's brother, who was murdered in January of 2024, put a $100,000 hit on Dolph, which Johnson, an up-and-coming rapper, took in order to advance his own career. So Big Jook, Yo Gotti's brother, who was just slain, he offered $100,000 to Johnson so that he would be able, and he didn't. He got $800. Wow. An up-and-coming rapper who took the order to advance his own career with CMG, which fellow music suspect Govan was trying to get Johnson to sign with. But Evans argued that Johnson and Govan parted ways during the business meeting in Atlanta. I'm not going to go your way, Govan, Evans told the jury, quoting Johnson. "I'm not going to go your way. I'm not going into business with you." Evans also claimed that the jury should not trust Smith, saying that he told his family he didn't slay Dolph. "I didn't do it. I'm just saying what I got to say to get myself home," Evans said, reading a letter that he had written by Smith to his family. When Smith took the stand, he identified both himself as Johnson in the video where Dolph was slain. "The photo of me and Justin shooting at Dolph," Smith said. "That's a photo of me and Justin running away from the shooting after we got done shooting Dolph." He also identified Johnson wearing the same clothes as he did during the shooting in the surveillance video from the apartment complex where Smith said that he went to change and clean up after slaying, as well as several other locations. Okay, so the DA Mulray said that he expects the trial to end either Wednesday or Thursday. He said that Smith and Govan's fate will be decided either through a trial or a plea deal, will depend on their level of cooperation. So, yo, this is pretty much going to be open and shut, right? It's so sad because what happens is this happened in 2021. You see this trial is happening in 2024. People don't realize is that, you know, the pain and the agony that you inflict on these families through these slayings, it's like they last for a lifetime. And then, you know, what I can appreciate is that at least they coming forth and it's like they putting it all on the table. So this is going to be open and shut. And it's just sad that, you know, the reason why I said I feel like Yo Gotti and them got blood on his hands is because that's your brother. And it's like, it's never going to be peaceful. It's like people who feel a way towards your brother still for doing that to young Dolph. Like, Gotti better be careful. He running around with, who running around with Angela Simmons and all that. Be careful, Gotti. Listen, you know what? The more as the days go on, I realize the music industry is not a place that I want to be in. I wouldn't want to be associated with a lot of these people. It's like, nah. I think, you know, I would not want to be associated with a lot of these individuals. A lot of them are evil. I don't care. Even with the money, they're just evil. So I understand why certain artists don't affiliate and they don't flick up or nothing like that, right? So anyway, let me know in the comments what you think about the situation with young Dolph and Big Jook and, you know, the trial if you've been tuned into that. Today is a day one. They said they expect it to be over by Wednesday or Thursday, so we'll see. Anyway, let's move on. Last thing I want to talk about is Nicki Minaj. So Nicki Minaj, you know, first and foremost, let me set this up. Beyonce came out today and she made a post. You know, I think that she did was she in GQ magazine, whatever magazine? You leave it in the comments to let me know, right? I didn't really see I just seen the photo. I didn't really do too much. So Beyonce posted, and then like shortly after, Nicki posted and said robot on timing, right? Now, I don't understand why Beyonce fans feel as though that's relevant to Beyonce. It's like, do you think that Beyonce is a robot, right? You know that Nicki always talks about bots and stuff like that. How you know that she wasn't talking about, something like in relation to bots? They be so quick. Yo, I even seen a Beyonce fan saying that Jay-Z need to call his killers basically to get after Nicki. I seen somebody say that, and that was just so disturbing. Like from the Beyonce fans, I don't know if they deleted the tweet, but they said they was like, that lady got to be stopped or whatever the case may be. I don't understand these people. You don't even know what Nicki was talking about at all, right? Her fans be so mad. Beyonce fans, they just want Beyonce to come online and talk to them so bad. That's what they really, really want, right? So listen, the next thing I want to talk about before as I transition. So Eve, yesterday, all of those clips came out where Eve was saying that, working with Nicki Minaj on the set of The Barbershop, was it Final Cut or whatever it was called, The Barbershop with Nicki Minaj, that she had to go to therapy because based on things that she went through in the industry, she didn't want to show up like that to Nicki, right? So Eve went on to the interview saying that she had a good interaction with Nicki. As she seen how Nicki worked throughout the week, she actually sympathized with her and seen how hard that, she worked for her territory. So Nicki came out and she made, she thanked Eve and thanked her for not treating her like everybody else treated her. So Eve responded to Nicki Minaj, and I want to bring that up really quick. I had it open. I hate when that happens. So Eve responded back to Nicki, and she said, "Dear Nicki, thank you so much for this. I really appreciate it. I have nothing but respect, and I'm so proud to see you have grown from strength to strength over the years. As an artist, a mom, and also stay true to yourself. Lord knows it's not easy for us all. Thank you for the kind words and blessings to my family. It goes without saying the feeling is mutual." And she put a heart, she put some paw prints, and she put a two hearts or whatever, right? So, I mean, it eats people up because they think that Nicki is this mean girl. No, I just feel like if you respect her, she's gonna respect you. I think she also has that respect. Just like, everything is not everything with the rapper Trina right now. Nicki don't give it up to her. She just would rather go mum. She's just not gonna say nothing at all. So it was good to see that interaction. Like, Eve received it. She pretty sure she got wind of it. Her people's probably sent it to her like, oh, Nicki responded to you, and Eve commented under the post where Nicki had mentioned her at, because it was that female rap page who was posting all of the blurbs from Eve's book. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely check out Eve's book. I want to read it. I'm interested. I've been playing some of her music lately as well. So yeah, I'm excited for Eve. I'm happy that her and Nicki had that moment to kind of like, to talk about those things and the experience. And I loved how, like, Nicki, people make it seem like she just want to war with everybody. If you notice, even what Nicki said to her yesterday, she was just like, she didn't know if Eve liked her, but she said she knew that Eve could tell deep down inside that Nicki really liked her. And sometimes, depending on if it's worth it or not, I mean, you're not going to be around a person where it's just like, you could feel that they don't like you and you're just going to be constantly trying to work it, right? But I think Nicki, I think around that time, I don't know if she went through something with Mariah, but I think Nicki is emotionally intelligent enough to know, like, I don't want to, like, have issues with people or whatever. Eve was a veteran in the game. Eve has acted before and she's a pro. And even though Nicki went to school for all of that, she, just like Nicki said, she was like, Eve was like a pro. So she respected her and she wanted to, give her grace and all of that. So listen, potent, pondering, never pandering. Get in the comments. Let me know what you think about anything I talked about, from Cardi B with the bot situation. Let me know what you think about young Dolph in that trial. His brother, the 100K, he offered the boy 100K to take Big Jook, Yo Gotti brother, offered the boy 100K to take out young Dolph and ended up giving him $800. This is crazy. Listen, keep me away from these people. If that's what you got to do to be rich, is to be in an arena or an industry around all of these people who got access to you, know where you are, I don't even want that. I don't want it. I will work hard to the day that I die. I promise you I will work hard. This is why I gotta make sure that I take care of myself and get these steps in. I won a pair of New Balance 9060s. Yes, I got picked in the raffle for the challenge. Yep, I'm the top performer for steps. So yeah, they did a little announcement today and they sent an email out. They picked 8 names and I was one of the names that they picked. So I get to go to the New Balance site tomorrow and I'm gonna pick me out a pair of 9060s. I wanted to get me this is so dope. They said you could pick up a pair of sneakers that's up to $150. They'll pay the tax on it too. But that's so dope. I'm just excited and I can't hide it. I'm excited. I'm really happy that my job did that to give back, because I mean, what job is gonna buy you a pair of sneakers that you want up to $150? And I love the 9060s. They look good on me and I like to wear them to the gym because they just feel so good. It's like they're sturdy. dirty, you know? Whatever. Anyway, Potent Pondering, subscribe to the channel, thumbs up the video. Please make sure that you support the channel. The Cash App is in the description. Listen, I'm up out of here. I'm gonna upload this tonight. What time is it? 10:17. This will be going up by probably 11:30, 11:45. Peace.